So today is one of those days, and while we wait for the parts for this one, I haven't told the missus yet. She's the one that's gonna have to pick them up. In the meantime, we're gonna work on this one. I don't have much time today. I'm doing night shifts today and tomorrow, so oh, it was open. So I don't have much time to work on these. Regardless of that, we're gonna do a quick startup and maybe find something quickly. But I found, other than the issue I was asked to look at, I've already seen another problem, which I will have to speak with the owner if he wants me to fix it. And if he does want me to fix it, then I might just make separate videos, because I don't think these issues will be related. Maybe, we don't know yet. Anyway, which car is this? It's a 2016. Yeah, it looks like 2016 a Renault Twingo. Is it Twingo? Yes, it is. I'm not sure which engine is on this. I just know it looks like it's a rear engine on this thing. So I'm gonna start the car and you're gonna be able to see what the problem is. So that's the problem there. That spanner light in there, as you can see. Okay. And the engine light, by the way. Forgot about that. And I found another issue with the lights. This switch here, when you try to turn the lights, I've noticed the other day when I was trying to move the car, was dark. Let me try to see if I can put the car in there. Let me move it. Where's the gate? Am I gonna touch the gate? No. No, the gate is quite far still. Okay, let me move it to there. Let me take this out of here and make a lot of reflex. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show you though. Maybe here. So when I turn the lights on, so that's side lights, and you can see in there, like you see, so they dim a little bit, which is correct. Okay, and now when I go low beams, look, low beams, nothing happens. You see? When I go high beams, they work, but the low beams, they don't. And when I touch this switch, I don't know if you're going to be able to see there. Look, you see, even on the, let's see if I can do it like this. So when I touch this, you see, look. You see, I can turn them off even in that position, you see? And they actually go off in there completely, look, you see? There you go. So there is either the switch or something else is wrong, I'm not sure. As I said, I was not asked to look at this problem on the switch, I was just asked to look at that. I've noticed this, as I said, was dark the day they dropped me the car, and they left me the car right at the entrance, and then and then when I move the car around, that's when I've noticed this. Regardless of that, we are going to obviously try to tackle this problem first, and we'll have to start obviously by giving a scan. Okay, that is correct. It's gonna see what the engine is complaining about. And my fault codes are oxygen sensor, heating circuit, open circuit, oxygen sensor, functional fault, voltage outside tolerance limits. There it is. Active faults, live data. Now I don't know what's been done to this thing, so well. So let's gonna look for some live data that might can help us a little bit, and once I find that, I'll get back. Okay, had to stop to help that guy on that Peugeot. I know you can barely see it from another garage. Been the part scanning already, and if everything goes okay, we'll come on a 2007 Peugeot 207. Anyway, that's nothing to do with this car, so we're gonna go back to this one. And I had a quick look around. I'm gonna go back to the Twingo, and I had a look on the live data before they were here, and a lot of these values, to be honest with you, so this is a 3-cylinder, so it has a little bit of a weird running. Anyway, the live data for the O2s, come on. So we're just gonna recap. I know for you it doesn't really matter because you've just seen it. So upstream sensor. So if I come here to parameters, the other live data doesn't show me much difference, but so there is a little bit of difference on the knock values in there. But the car, let me show you there. So richness is showing. I'm not sure what these values should show. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not even sure. That just shows 1.0704, and then there's no value there, no unit. So I'm not really sure what that is. Is that voltage? Is that micro? It's micro milliseconds, or picoseconds? Is that picoseconds? Anyway, it doesn't show me nothing there. Then we'll come the phasing 0.2. What is that? Is that angles? Is that, you know what I mean? I'm not really sure what all these values means at this point. And then as you come down a little bit longer, a little bit low, there's some other stuff here that I've seen. So richness correction 1%. I would say this is good. If it's this low, it's not correcting anything. Richness correction value 0. Combustion misfire 0, so it's good the car is not misfiring. Advanced minus 2, 3, 4, somewhere around there. Dephaser set point 0. Dephaser control 0%. Upstream sensor eating 27%. Misfiring counting, there's no misfirings. That's a good start. There is no misfirings. Because that would obviously affect everything else. So at the moment, guys, I can't really see anything. Nothing really stands out quickly. Although, as I already said, some of these values, like lambda value 1. What is that 1? So some of these values, I'm not really sure what they mean. So I'm not sure. It might be that it's just a bad O2 sensor. But because I don't get the voltage here for the O2 sensors, I'm not even sure which kind of O2 sensors are installed on these things. I'm really not sure. So I might have to do a scope measurement of this. But like always, and I keep saying this, nothing like a good visual inspection to start with. And that's what we're going to do. Okay, and we got to the engine. A little bit of a mess. There's a lot of, trays that are not, cables are not in the trays. There's trays hanging off down here, as you can see. A lot of rust. And I was just thinking, I was actually talking crap, because I said we might have to scope the sensor because there's no values for the readings. However, I just clicked again that the fault is for the heating circuit. Then it says functional fault, voltage outside the tolerance limit. But is this second code referring to the heating element as well, or it's a different fault? Even if we have a problem with the heating circuit, on the sensor itself we'll have it to replaced. We'll have it to get it replaced. So if this is actually the reading of the sensor and not the heating, then we'll resolve both problems with one. But I have a feeling that this is going to be something to do with that as well. Maybe, I'm not sure. So I'm actually going to do something different very quickly, and I'll show you. Okay, I think problem is found, and I haven't done any testing yet. Let me just turn the ignition off. And let me show you. And again, this is the, I said this many times, the power of visual inspection. So to start with, and as I said, this is a little bit messed up with a lot of things that are not clipped in properly, just like that. This is just hanging up in there. A bracket here, I'm not sure where this is supposed to go. Okay, well, yeah, anyway, but as I was trying to get to the upstream sensor, which is the one down there, this one is the downstream. As I got to it, I saw this cable tie, but then when I look back here, can you see in there this red sort of, this is the gasket for the plug, and I start to wonder if this is pushed all the way in, which I don't think it is. So I don't think this sensor is even connected. We're gonna try to, I can't do it, but is there, let me do something here, hold on. Okay, let's gonna have a look at this. Let's gonna cut this cable tie. And look at this. Was 100% not connected. 100%. So the reason why they put this, where they put this in, is it broken? Let me have a look. Goes like this. First of all, it's not even going in. Why not? It's like it's touching somewhere. Okay, I got you. Is the right pin? What the heck's going on here? Is this the right sensor? Why doesn't... I'm not understanding this right now. Yeah, I know why. I know exactly what you guys are thinking. Yeah, I should have a throttle body faults if that was the case. I'm just not really. Why is it not? It's definitely touching there. It should go a little bit more, so that should go on the underside of that. But I don't understand why it's not doing it. Oh, there we go. Ah, it clips in properly actually. Let me pull it out, see if the pins are straight. Yeah, they are. So this is just a little bit stiff, but if we push it in, there we go. And it plugs in okay. So, I'm gonna have to organize this. This is absolutely crap. Let me just get the tool, see if we still have the same codes. So, that's gonna come here. Let's turn ignition on. Let's go out, read the codes again. Upstream. So that's okay. So we still have a codes for those. That one, I had that one disconnected, so that was me, that's fine. Let me just try to erase this. See if the codes come back straight away or... No, there's no codes now. Okay, so ignition off. Can I start it up? Yes, I can. Let me read my codes. No codes. Okay. Oh. I have all of these disconnected, so the car is running a little bit rough at the moment. So I want to sort these out before I put everything back in. Okay, so we still have the spanner light in there, but I don't know if the spanner light, the engine light is definitely off now. So no code still. That's still the same. No misfiring still, so everything is the same. I'm really not sure what these numbers means on here on live data. Not really sure what I should be looking at. 0, 1, proportionally 1. It's good when the tool actually shows you the real reading, lambda value 1, when it shows you the real reading of the sensors. This doesn't, so no codes. Let me just try to figure out what that spanner light is for. Let me do actually something here. We'll do a auto scan, and that way we can see what's going on. Turn on the radio. Okay, I'll do all of that and then we'll come back when we know something else. Okay, and the only thing that came up with faults, as you can see, is my UCH. And our faults there are, okay, active underinflated, wheel 2 flat, wheel 3 flat, wheel 4 flat. So that's for the flat tire. Will that be the same for the spanner light? I'm pretty sure probably it will be. So let's gonna try to reset this. And are the tires okay? Should be alright, even just for testing. Yeah, they sound okay. Just for testing, I might check then before I send the car away. I will check the pressures and we'll reset these again. We're just gonna reset this and see if that spanner light is related to this. Okay, and it looks like the spanner light was a oil reset that was required, which I did. I will have to tell the owner that before he sells the car, he's gonna have to do an oil change. And yeah, that was the only issue. And the tire pressure, obviously, as soon as I did the reset, that went away. And the engine light, as you can see, is off. We're just gonna double check that we still have no codes. And I might actually go for a quick test drive with this thing. Okay, no codes, which is good. So we're gonna tide a little bit the engine bay, as I said. We're gonna use some cable ties and whatnot to put this in a slightly better condition, I will say. And then we might go for a test drive, make sure it drives okay, and make sure no other lights comes on. And then the issue with the low beams or deeper beams, that's going to be probably a different video. I will capture that differently. But guys, this was a primary example of how important it is for you when you do something like that. So whoever tried to plug this in obviously didn't know what he was doing, because he couldn't even see that this was not plugged in correctly. So attention to detail is crucial nowadays, and with something so simple, yeah, attention to detail. So let's gonna move on. Let's finish these off and then go for a test drive. Okay, nearly done. I got to take the airbox out because this cable here was touching this gear selector here, or this gear actuator here at the back. And so I routed these there, put a clip in there, as you can see in there, and routed through here. The O2 sensors are now holding, can't really see, underneath here with clips on the actually frame of the car. So look nice and tidy. There's a bolt missing there, which we're gonna replace. Not replace, we're gonna put a new one, and then that's about it. that's about it. So this tray, I'm not really sure where this goes, to be fair with you. Not 100% sure where that is supposed to clip. Maybe there's something else here missing that I'm not aware of. Well, I'm trying to do the best as I can with what I have, and quite happy with everything now. We put a new bolt in there, as I said. Everything is secured, cables are routed okay, they're not going to touch anything. There's nothing else really loose that I can see. So we're going to put this back on, and we're going to go for a test drive. So that's going to go. I know this video, guys, is nothing really special, and I'm sure it's not gonna attract much attention. Nevertheless, let's see if we fixed it. And just drove back home from about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes around the village. Everything's okay, as you can see. The tire pressure monitor system keeps coming on. I reset it, within 100 meters it comes back on, and it keeps coming back on with this underinflated. The tires looks okay to me. Maybe there is one that is low outside of whatever the car wants to see. Maybe the car wants to see pressures between two values, and even if I reset it, it's not happy with it. Maybe, I don't know. That's not important for this video anyway. But we'll just go back to our engine ECU. And voila, there is no codes. So I'm happy with this repair. Well, repair. We didn't really repair. We just connected what someone hasn't done. Anyway, again, visual inspection is crucial. And now I'm going to ring the owner and see what he wants me to do about these lights. I don't know where the problem is. I'm going to guess it's going to be on the switch by the looks of it, but I might be wrong. But that will be for another video if the guy wants me to fix this. Otherwise, it's going to go like this. So that's it for this video, guys. Nothing really rocket science, but still, hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned something. If you do still have any questions or any comments, guys, you know exactly how it works. Just put them below, and like always, thanks for watching. Not yet. So just for you guys that might be curious about it, so after I have inflated the tires with the correct pressures, came for a drive, another drive around the village, tire pressure monitor is off. So looks like the sensors actually want to see a certain pressure. If you try to reset the sensors outside those pressures, they will not. It will reset, but the monitor will come on again. So I had the rear pressures really low. They were the two rear tires. They were below 2 bars. Yeah, below 2 bars. The ones at the front, they were between 2 and 2.5. I put them all at 2.5. That's what says on the sticker on the door. So everything at 2.5. Went for a drive. Reset the light, went for a drive, and there it is, all sorted. So if you lasted this long, a little bit of information, and now yes, you can go.